I don't know if I'm cleared for that.
Mm.
Anyway, I went there with him and I saw what I think may have been some of the vampires there
Mm-hmm.
watching and stuff. You guys know about the vampires, right?
Uh, I've overheard some Buffy the Vampire episodes.
Perfect. That should brief you completely then. So anyway, I think that the head vampire, right, he seems to have joined the a rock band, which is totally out of character for him. I mean, we're
Mm-hmm.
accountants and stuff. Um, the uh, but yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, but the rock band's called Dark Star, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Hey, what are we doing with this individual once we find him?
uh,
Are we bringing him back to you?
well,
We
yeah,
are bringing him back to with us, don't we? That's what the person said at the beginning.
what you mean back to the embassy?
Mm.
That's fine. Just tell him to send relief and stuff if you know he needs like anti-vampiric stuff or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, what if he doesn't want to go?
Why?
it doesn't matter what he wants.
Okay.
He's not cleared to
That's
be.
what I needed to know.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, so kidnapping's totally on your table. Got it. Yeah, kidnap his ass. The I think you were given a vehicle. It's a van. It's the kind that has doors in the back. We couldn't get one with the door on the side, and it's parked nearby. So
Mm-hmm.
she tells you
Yeah,
how to get
I've
to
got
the
funds
van.
for it.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you need to know?
So you and Neil work together. You are doing research here or something.
No, we're accountants. We were trying to study some various business deals for Raslin Rad.
Yeah. I know him.
Okay.
So and then Neil went to the club.
I was also at the club, but we kind of went like we were separate because, you know, he wanted to pull, I think.
Yeah.
That could have been what it was all about. And the lead singer's like some dark haired lady. I don't know her name or anything. I'm not an investigator. I'm an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she got his attention and maybe used vampire charm or something on him. I don't know. Yeah. So be careful about that. You know, don't get vampire charmed or whatever.
Yeah. So and he just didn't come home. No message from him or anything.
No, it's been like a couple weeks now.
Okay. So yeah. And was it normal that you go to the club usually, or was it like something weird?
No. I think he was missing female companionship.
Yeah.
You know how
And
men are.
he
Yeah.
didn't have money to hire. Well, never mind. Okay.
She looks around nervously.
Why did you go?
We're always supposed to keep in pairs. I mean, if he picked up somebody or whatever, then I would, you know, make sure that they got off together and then go about my business. But we're, you know, to let other people know if something happens because we regard all the other zones as hostile.
Yeah. So how did you lose him?
He just pretty much went and talked to her, and then he got a real weird look on his face, and that they all left together. And normally I think maybe he picked her up. I mean, he's not anywhere close to her leg, not anywhere close. But after a few days, I got really nervous. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
So
we can't have anybody knowing about our stuff out there. If you know what I
right.
mean.
Yeah. We wouldn't want to Yeah.
Logan, I should address what type of gear I have with me. I have my backpack. I do not have a rifle.
I'm guessing nobody's wearing any guns openly right now. You are true. You're in Chicago. They don't allow open wearing stuff in Chicago. They got anti-gun.
Well, we're in St.
Yeah, I
Louis.
was just about
Oh,
to,
sorry. You're
yeah.
in St. Louis. Do whatever you want.
Okay, anything goes.
Yeah.
No,
If you're in Texas,
shoulder
they
holster.
give you one.
Shoulder holster with a Glock.
Okay,
Not wearing the thigh holster with the Colt 45.
that's fine. Do you have a big backpack of other shit, or is it pretty much just a gun?
No, it's my backpack with shit, but it's not big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know what Yana's got, and I'm guessing Jeff's fairly minimal.
Yep, I've got my backpack with a few things in it, including my pistols. And I, of course, have my swords, so that's all I really need.
You notice that Yana, he's wearing his swords around like he's some sort of fucked up samurai, and nobody's saying shit about it.
Mm.
He didn't
yeah,
get
I
any
also-
weird looks or anything like that. Just wandered around like, oh, oh, you know. I mean, he actually turned fast and hit a guy. The guy's like, oh, excuse me, you know. And you're like, sorry, what were you getting ready to say, Marcus?
I also have my katana with me, but it's my katana in a pocket.
Yeah, that anything pocketed, no worries, don't mind, everything's fine, unless it dissolves, which hasn't happened yet.
Okay. So, did you because you were studying the business deal for Raslan, did you like what did you study lately? Like, was it something out of the ordinary or just like normal stuff?
Offshore accounts, shell companies. She begins going into weird financial talk that bores you and makes you
Oh,
stupid.
shit.
She begins talking about the beauties of compound
Are you good at
interest.
that?
No, wait a minute. Sounds like you're looking for.
Mhm.
You're tracing down money, is what you're saying.
No, not at all. We're going to be hiding money. This is Rasslin' Rad we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Rasslin' Rad, she says with reverence in her voice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I actually saw a picture of Rasslin once. I've never gotten to meet him personally, but gosh, that would be something. I'm hoping to get an autograph from him, you know, and I've got a little girl back home, and I'm thinking that someday maybe I can get her to meet up with him, and who knows, maybe, you know, if I work really hard, he could
It
take
will
her
be
under the
okay.
wing. What?
It will be okay. She will be good wife. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
I walk away.
So you said you were looking at accounts for Rasslin' Rad shell companies and offshore stuff.
No, we're getting ready to set up some for him.
Oh, right.
Ready to hide the money. Okay.
How much
Let's
does it
go.
cost to set up an offshore account and a shell company?
For like 5 or 10 grand, you can get all that done. Sure. I mean, a lot of the places that you can store money in though require at least if you're not dealing with at least 7 figures, they don't want to hear from you.
Okay, that's
But
good to know.
Rasslin' Rad, he deals in 8 or 9 figures because he is awesome. Oh my God, if I wasn't already married, I would smash that, she says.
Well, just hit-
Well, that's good to know. Where's the nearest? I'll ask her. Where's the nearest post office?
She gives you directions to it. She knows this neighborhood quite well.
Mhm.
She says,
Right,
I
great.
think your friend is waiting for you guys. She's standing outside looking very angry toward you.
Yeah, that's why we're heading outside now. But,
I'm worried
thank
that
you
the
for your
glass is
information.
going to melt if she continues staring through it.
It might, so we're going to head outside, I think.
I'll just wait here for a half an hour before I leave. Good day and good luck.
Thank you, Tara.
Yep, thank you very much.
She nods and smiles.
Mhm.
She's probably
Alright,
talking
I would
about.
like
She's probably thinking about Rasslin' Rad again, Yana. She needs to be killed.
Well, I'm going to go refill my drink, but if we could, before we leave town, if we could stop by that post office real quick, I got something I want to do.
Whatever.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
we're heading to the post office.
You guys head over to the post office. It's still in use as opposed to later. It's in its dying days as opposed to now when you have to ring a bell to try to get somebody's fucking attention from the back room. So yeah, guy's standing at the thing. He goes, "Hello, are you interested in our new flower stamps? 36 new commemorative stamps."
Post office box.
Oh, he says, "Certainly. What size?"
How much
for
do they cost?
letters or for magazines or for, he shows you something that could store like a human.
How much is the big one?
The big one, that's let's see, 100 for the rest of this season, 300 for the next season, so 400 total, and you'd have it to the end of season 8. I go by the seasons now because it's easier on the players.
No, that's a bit much for me right now. But at least I know how much it costs, so I can come back later.
You could get one for magazines and such for a lot less. Total of $150 until the end of season 8.
Sure, why don't I do that?
All right. I just need your identification, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have ID for this zone, Jeff?
Huh?
Do you have ID for this zone?
No, of course not. I pull out something else and give it to him.
He says, "I'm sorry, sir. We need actual U.S. driver's license." He looks at the odd ID.
Oh, well. Well, as I said, at least I know how much they cost. I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You can talk that over with Tara afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Flower stamps.
Mm-hmm. Don't need stamps yet. But I know where to get them if I do.
You guys head back outside, disgusted at your lack of IDs and wondering what will happen if you get into any kind of minor traffic kerfuffle. Driving without license, probably driving a stolen vehicle, and whatever else they can find.
Well, they said this vehicle is clean, so I'm not worried about that.
True.
So
Didn't
I'm just now that you mention it, I'm going to check the glove box and see what kind of paper is in there.
No problem. It's registered to some guy you've never heard of, and there's maps of the state of Illinois, or sorry, St. Louis and Illinois, and then like general overview maps of the U.S., like major highways, so that you can at least get to a different state where you can buy new maps or something. Plus, there's a pair of gloves that are in there. And they're the cool fingerless driving gloves, and a snow scraper because you're close to Illinois, and Illinois is horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No insurance?
Yes, there's an insurance card, same name.
Mm-hmm.
Vehicle seems to have, give me bureaucracy or law.
Need any help with that there, buddy?
He's just looking at the paperwork and stuff going,
I need a lot of help with this. Here goes my law roll.
I'm going to support you.
Go right
Let
ahead.
me support you with bureaucracy.
Sure. Yana, they seem to be fascinated by the paperwork. You didn't even know that there was anything in the glove compartment of any vehicle you've ever stolen.
exactly.
They seem to be talking about it and pooling their collective ignorance to try to come up with a consensus.
Oh, your bureaucracy is a lot better than my law.
All right.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it's got paperwork. This should impress somebody.
Well, I just want to make sure we have insurance in case we get pulled over.
Who knows? It looks like it.
I know bureaucracy.
She comes over and goes, here's your fucking insurance, here's this, here's that. And she goes, now get in the fucking van. You're like,
Now, last time I was in St. Louis, I seem to remember getting an ID.
Did you write
Can
it
I get
down?
a memory? Huh?
Did you write it down?
No.
You lost it if you ever had it before. You could have been hallucinating. That happens a lot. Because Logan doesn't remember if you actually got an ID, because I don't think you did, but you may have hallucinated one. Don't know.
Well, I'm going to rifle through my wallet just in case.
It's definitely been lost if it was ever here before. In fact, I don't even know if you have any IDs from any place. Do you have any IDs written down? You just have a picture of you going, I don't know who I am, and it says that on the picture, and that's all you find. You're not even sure where that came from.
Stop thinking about problems before they happen. Okay, let's just go do things.
You've got guns. That should provide ID, right?
Yeah, we have guns.
All right. My next question is, who wants to drive? Do you want me to do it, or one of you want to drive?
I don't want to drive.
Now, just so you're aware, the van's got two fairly comfortable looking front seats. And then between the two front seats with no seatbelt or anything is a milk crate that's like back a bit so you can hold on to the back of each of the seats and go, oh, Jesus, we're going to crash and I'm going through the windshield. And then in the back is like a whole bunch of rope and bungee cords and a tiny net. This looks like the kind of van that should have free candy written on the side.
Yeah, I've been in this one before, or one similar to it.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think you've done this mod, but yes, you may have. The PCs favor these kind of vans. Now, the only problem with this van is it doesn't have the standard kidnapping side door. It just has doors on the rear.
Right. The last one I was in had the side door, so yeah, this is a step
better
down.
for kidnapping. This has got the awkward kidnapping.
On a positive note, if we succeed with our mission here, we get to keep this one if it's in one piece.
True.
Okay, let's go.
Right. Do you want to drive, or you want me to?
You do it. Do we want to go to the hotel first and see?
Well, we got to get to Chicago first. We're in St. Louis.
Yeah. But where?
Which seat is Mildred sitting in, by the way? Would you like to be on the milk crate or the comfortable chair?
The comfortable one.
That's kind of where I figured. Okay.
Yeah.
I got good news and bad news for Marcus.
Yeah.
The good news is you're not tied up. The bad news is you're still in the back, clutching onto the back of both seats on the milk crate. You're not sure why they couldn't have gotten a 3-seater van, but look at all the cargo bay room.
Mm-hmm.
Styling.
Good for I look at him and go, yeah, well, at least we could cart a refrigerator in this, and then I take off.
All right, Jeff, this is your big driving role to see if you immediately get into a minor fender bender and have to play elude the police in a van.
Mm-hmm.
This is your big opportunity to shine. And shine you do. No problem. It looks like at a sedate space right around the speed limit. Do you go like a little bit above, a little bit below, right on it?
No more than 5 miles an hour above.
Okay. Lots of people seem to favor that speed, so you're kind of blending in, although there are people who scream and yell at you as they pass by, giving you the finger for not doing like a lot more illegal shit than you are. So... because America. Anyway, no problem. And you've got maps and stuff. I'm going to need somebody, probably Yana, because she's sitting in the navigator seat, to give me a navigate at +30, because you've got like, you are here. This is the road you take. And he keeps going, I've been this way lots of times. And she's like, oh, fortunately at a +30, you made it. All right. Yeah. She manages to direct you onto the correct road. And you're like, yeah, look. There's the tire tracks I left last time. Anyway, so you guys cruise over to Chicago. You go to the Motel 6. Their big advertisement on their sign is hook up with anonymous strangers here, and you guys cruise into the parking lot. And just so you know, this is the kind of motel. I'm not sure if you saw any of these when you were in the States, Yana. It's pretty much, you can pull up right in front of your door and then like go in with some squirming, struggling person or whatever. Rohypnol for people who have trouble getting dates. So, yeah.
We got the van. We could just back right up. Yeah, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
When you open the van doors, it kind of shields you when you pull somebody out, and you can get right up. Yeah,
You
this
totally
is great.
could. Totally could do that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys check out the room. It's got the standard thing where it's got 2 beds, but it's also got like the bed for the child. You know, it's a little bit smaller, and it's like a fold-up bed that you unfold, and it's got like sheets and stuff. They're just stuck on top, like somebody couldn't be bothered to make the other bed or didn't know if you'd need it or something. And P, you're pretty convinced that you're going to be fucking sleeping there. That bothers you for some reason. And,
It does. It really bothers me. So I will call down to. There's a phone in here, right?
Well, no, this is as much as the room can hold, by the way, because the 2 beds take up most of the room. The baby bed thing will take up most of the rest. You're going to be like literally edging by it to get to like the bathroom. There's pretty much nowhere else to go in this room other than the bathroom. Yeah, this is not a fucking luxury suite, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's motel cramped. Yep.
Yeah, although looking at it, everybody give me architecture rolls. The architect sketch. Grab something. Yeah.
I'll be right back too. I'm gonna fill my glass up.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna start another coffee.
Okay.
Oh, they disappeared.
Yeah,
Bastards.
they escaped.
Do you like just how difficult it was to get on the mission? It's like, I want to go on the mission.
Know.
Risk death or die.
Yes.
Cool.
Risk death to even start.
You gotta love that kind of fucking mission. That's what happens when nobody makes
Trumps.
Trumps.
Yeah, I know.
Good times.
Yeah.
How's your etiquette up to?
It's okay. I think it's like 40 something now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's quite good.
Good enough to try spending a hero point on if you needed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nearest you guys can come up with, after pooling your architecture knowledge, is that you seem to be in a building.
We are so knowledgeable.
I mean, you're not 100%, but you're pretty confident.
Okay. Do you guys want to go to the club and like look around?
I think that's a good idea.
How do vampires work? Do you know how?
Oh, wait a minute. You know what might be helpful here, since we're looking for somebody, is to have some sort of badge or license saying that we're investigators or cops.
Or the opposite approach, where you just sneak in and like seem innocent enough for them to talk to you.
Yeah, we don't need a badge. We just tell them we're private investigators. That's what we are.
Or we tell them we are big fans. Or something.
Relatives, yeah.
Take your card, sir.
What's worrying me more is the vampire charm. Do you know how to not get charmed by a vampire?
Can't say as I do, as I've never met a vampire.
It's like not looking into their eyes for too long or something, right?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about it, because if I think they're trying to do something to me, I'm just going to put my hand on my hilt and go stop it. If they don't, then I'm going to cut them open. Hopefully it won't get to that.
Okay. I don't know how that would bode for our investigation, but okay.
Well, as I said, you're talking about things that, dealing with things that might happen. And let's deal with what they do.
Yeah, but my things are more Well, more game breaking. Okay, let's just go there and see what's up.
Sounds good. All right, pile into the van and I'll drive us over.
Do you want to have somebody else navigate? Because Mildred was barely able to find the entire city.
Well, I'll tell you what. Who wants to drive?
I'll drive.
Okay, then I'll navigate, and then Mildred can sit on the milk crate.
Why?
Because I'm navigating, so I need to be able to see where we're navigating to.
You can navigate from the milk crate.
He just called shotgun.
And?
You didn't. So he gets shotgun.
I didn't agree to these rules, okay?
Yeah, I didn't agree to sit in the milk crate for 3 hours getting here either.
Yeah, this is a short trip. It's not going to be a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we get there, and I'm fairly good at navigation.
Give me your all-important driving roll, Pete. As long as you got 6 to your bear, it's the only one you're going to need to make unless you're doing crazy shit. Failing this will indicate, ooh. Okay. Hey, clip some other car, and they go, meena, 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 meena.
No. Are you sure you want that?
Well, I don't stop.
Are you sure you want that to happen?
I just continue on down the road.
Are you sure you want to go into a chase scene?
No, that was a car alarm that he was just doing, right? Right, Logan? You were doing a car alarm?
Yeah, you hit another car, and it set off
Okay.
the alarm because it was parked.
Yeah, well,
Are you sure you want them to find us? But okay.
I'm looking in the rearview mirror and stuff and seeing if there's anybody that seemed to have noticed or somebody on the street yelling at us and pointing at us or anything.
Oh, there's plenty of people who are like looking your direction, like, huh? Did they hit them? There's a big smear of paint on that, maybe. But you know, I'm not. If the police are coming after you, it's not yet.
Chicago's a big city.
Yeah.
He's sticking with it.
Right,
So,
navigating.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you. He says to your car and just bashes out of the way. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll have him roll another driving roll later. Eventually I'll make one. Right now he's driving like he's maybe had some drugs or is from here.
Yeah, and I fail my navigation roll by 5.
Yeah, your ass is beginning to die. You've been on this fucking milk crate for an hour and a half as you're taking this fucking tour, elaborate tour of the city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Move it.
It's getting close. You guys are all getting hungry for lunch as you've been driving around for a while now.
Yeah, find a burger, somebody.
Okay. I will, when I park the van, I will make sure that the side swipe is not facing the street.
That's fair. Okay. You guys troop into Kahuna Burger.
Well, here's a quick story for you. Very quick. You remember Big Steve from Nero? He was...
Bastille?
No. Big Steve, who was in our group for a short time at the very beginning. He played a wizard. He was like 500 pounds. Do you remember Mistress Winter? It was her ex-husband, Jan. Anyway, Steve, Big Steve, when he ran his tabletop game, it was always burger somebody. So that's why I always say burger somebody. So anyway, that's all going on.
No problem. Mark off $25. You guys get a bunch of fast food, but it is a tasty burger.
That's good. Knowing a good burger joint is very important.
Kahuna Burger is a tasty damn burger. After that, we're going to try the same thing again. Drive roll to not smash up some more cars, and a navigate roll to actually find. And Yana, your ass is just fucking screaming at you. You've got like, because there's like little slats of plastic. They're like this, and you're pretty sure your ass has got cross hatching on it now.
You want me to massage that out for you?
Next time, I'm not sitting here.
Did you fail your navigation again?
All right.
He made his drive roll this time, so he fails to fucking take out some guy walking back to his car with his burger, which is very kind of him. All right, you guys, apparently they were just hungry, and so they needed food. Until they got food, they were not operating.
No, I go, oh, there it is. It's like right there. It's just down the block.
Great.
You guys go over to Club Hellmouth. This is, by the daytime, it's maybe, it doesn't look like this kind of place opens till after 10.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wannabe, spooky type warehouse
After
ambience.
10, after 10 p.m.?
Yeah, it's a nightclub.
Because 10 p.m.'s pretty late to open.
Not for Chicago.
Depends on what kind of club you have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I mean,
like
there
the
are
second or
after-hour
third.
clubs that will be open till dawn in Chicago.
Yeah, this is the second or third club that you go to in the night. This is not the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is the club you end up at, not the one you start at.
Mm.
Okay, well, doesn't sound like we're going to get much done here in the daytime.
Yeah, we can wait.
Well, everybody give me spot hiddens as you're singing your free candy van.
Ooh, great.
Something moved inside, Yana.
Sorry, say it
Something
again.
moved inside because they've got like slatted window cover things, and you saw something move by it. So there's probably somebody in there. P agrees with you. You remember back in the days when you were definitely not called P. Diddy and you were making this rap contract as a club just like this that got you started as a young black man.
So somebody is in there. We can like just walk in and
Yeah,
look.
we can walk in. Maybe it's a janitor. We can talk to him. Maybe we'll get some information.
Yeah.
The just walk in part falls flat when the door's locked, but you do hear like people moving around and shit.
Is there a doorbell or something?
No.
No, we can check to see if there's a side door or a back door.
You find the side door, and the side door is propped open, and there's people carrying in and out big cases of alcohol, or carrying in big cases of alcohol, carrying out empties.
Let's just like look like we belong here. I say loudly and walk inside.
You're just gonna grab a case of alcohol and walk in with it?
Yeah.
Everybody give me a stealth roll at half. If all three of you make it, nobody questions you guys, just popping up out of nowhere, grabbing a case of alcohol and lugging it in. Otherwise, it's a lot of what in the fuck?
Just normal
Busted
stuff.
immediately.
Mm.
Except for P, they think he works here. Anyway, they stop you too after you put down the alcohol in the appropriate place. Then they stop you too. They're not fucking idiots, and say, "What are you two doing here?"
I really like alcohol.
I'd like to speak to the manager, please.
All right, Mr. Keith. Kind of a scuzzy-looking guy comes out, and he's like, "Right." Comes over. If this guy isn't doing crack, he's got a horrible dental plan. You're thinking. And he says, "What? You want a job?" He's like, "Hurry up with that other thing!" He yells at P.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Actually, we're looking for someone that was last seen here. We're private investigators.
I just want a job. What are your open positions?
You know how to make a Manhattan?
It depends.
On what?
You can make a man do a lot of things. I'm not sure about a hatton.
What do you want to know? I like you.
That was good, Jeff.
Yeah, take card. You've got his attention. He ignores the lady who doesn't know how to bartend.
Uh-oh.
This place has got like a. Oh, by the way, there's various signs up. This is a fairly small venue from the fire marshal, warning that he will visit doom upon the establishment if they put more than 100 people in here. Those kind of signs.
Yeah. I'm discarding my play immediately. Everybody discard your victory cards if anyone has one.
Oh.
Victory is no longer mine.
Hmm.
No, I didn't have any anyway.
While he's
Oh,
talking
there's
to Jeff,
module.
while he's talking to Jeff, you two give me spot hidden rolls. Lower is better. He says, "So what can I help you with, PI? I didn't know they really made you guys anymore. Wait a minute. I'm not married. The bitch has got nothing on me."
Oh no, we're just looking for someone that was seen here the other night and hasn't been seen since. So,
Hey, yeah, I need to know when that band Dark Star is going to be.
Get back to work, he screams at you because he thinks you're one of the worker guys. He's like, "Shut up, get back to work. I don't pay you to stand around gossiping."
yeah, we think this guy's one of the rowdies for Dark Star.
You notice Yana goes over and takes a poster off the wall and goes, just wanders out. And he goes, I don't know. They came here, they played a few nights, they left. It happens. They're good though. I'll tell you what. I don't know if there's any other band or just the lead singer, because when she does her pipes, you don't give a shit about anything else. "Why aren't you working?" he screams at Pete.
I am.
"Faster!"
When are they playing here? Are they coming back anytime soon?
Nah, I think they're still in Chicago though. I don't know.
You have any idea where we can contact them? Or
They came and found me.
yeah, all right.
They're on their way up though,
no
I think.
flyers?
What?
No flyers around? No.
Yeah, there's some on the wall. There's some on the wall. You notice there's 8, and there's a space, and then there's more.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because Mildred grabbed one?
Probably. You're busy working though, so you weren't really noticing what she was up to. When you go outside to get in their case,
I'm looking like I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, it's kind of hard to look like you're working because all they're doing is bringing case after case of alcohol. But when you go outside, you see her reading a flyer. The top is a little bit torn on going. And then she just kind of ignores you and begins wandering toward people yell at you to get working and stop jerking it. You see Mildred wandering toward the van. She looks around threateningly.
Well, I'll thank the guy for his time, and I'm going to head to the van as well.
I'm taking the rest of the day off.
You do that and you're not getting paid.
I wasn't getting paid.
Well, that's what you say. I think it's a fair wage and a fair job.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Oh, damn it. Well, that took me. Well, according to the flyer that Mildred managed to steal off the wall, wander off because they wouldn't let her fucking bartend here because she doesn't actually know how to make any goddamn drinks.
What's the Manhattan?
She looked underage too.
She looked, well, yeah, but this is the kind of guy who didn't ask a lot of questions there. It's pretty much, can you wear a bigger bra? That's his big question, right?
Or could you not wear a bra?
Either one. So, according to the poster, the club the band's next gig is tonight in Chicago at a club called The Other Side.
Oh.
I guess it's on the other side of town.
Of course it is. Everything's 45 minutes away in Chicago. We don't know why. It's a weird space-time thing. The lead singer is a dark-haired woman on the poster. I mean, these are not fucking high-quality posters. Like, somebody may have made one and then photocopied it in the submission. Her name is Tanya Bergman. I will copy paste the name. She is definitely on the pretty side of hot. And you can kind of see like the other band members are kind of in the background. Like, yeah, we're here because she couldn't afford a drum machine or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go meet this vampire tonight.
Is there any other information on the flyer?
I'm not sure. By the way, you see the guy with the bad teeth come out and looks around. He comes out of the club. The guy you were talking to, Jeff, he comes out and he's like,
Oh, I'll get out of the van.
he goes, he comes over to you, almost gets hit by a fucking car because he's like, I'll walk toward you. Man. He's like, fuck off. He comes over and he's like, hey, by the way, I just thought of something. Some pale guys with suits and dark glasses came in asking about her, this morning, I think it was. They took some of the flyers and wandered off. Thought you might want to know about that. They didn't look like PI. Shit, you're the one who doesn't know how to make a Manhattan. Go learn how to bartend, he says. And you are definitely fired if you hadn't quit. So, there you go, he says. And he wanders off.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Get back in the van.
Good.
We got competition.
I don't like.
Sorry.
I don't like these guys with glasses and suits.
Yeah, they kind of spooky to me or whatever.
Now, when did he say that they came? Did he say earlier that day?
Yeah, earlier today.
Did he said they were asking for the band or for the guy? For the guy, right?
Give me a memory roll.
I couldn't tell because you were garbled at that time. So.
Oh, okay. It was garbled. Something about they also took a flyer for the band.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they took the flyer. So yeah.
Yeah. Just like you did. Just like you did. Just like you did. You're one of the pale guys in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the band is called Dark Star. And yeah. The flyer does not tell much about the band, however. It's pretty much Dark Star. This night, this time, this place.
With a big picture of the hot chick, right?
Yeah.
Any contact info?
No.
All right.
Do we want to figure out where the club is? And
I think we definitely want to do that.
There's like directions and all that. There's as much information. Now, okay, let me rephrase this. For anybody who knew how to navigate, getting to a club shouldn't be a problem. P begins to try to make a map of the area. Yeah, you're hoping you should get there. Keep in mind, make map is one thing. So. Navigate is actually getting you there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you want to cruise over there and check it out? If you'd like to cruise over there and check it out, I mean, there's a lot of our shit around. These clubs are like they're in areas that are kind of mid-zone. Like it's not like in the trendy area. It's not in the housing thing. It's kind of because they know they're going to be a little bit noisy. So.
Yep. So they like to be in places where there's businesses that are closed at night or warehouses, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to cruise over and check it out or no?
Definitely want to go cruise over and check it out.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a navigate roll plus 5% because you've got a handmade map by P that will help you in your navigation for some reason. He has gone to the next level of map making.
All right. Are you going to drive, P?
Yeah, he doesn't need you don't need to make another driving roll. You've got over 60. You're good for the adventure unless you choose to make a driving roll, and then you choose to take whatever horrible result you get. Yana,
I can't read the map.
your fucking legs have fallen to sleep. You're pretty sure that the indentations on your ass, like the little fucking diamond shapes, are permanent. They've been driving around for fucking almost 2 hours, just fucking driving around. It's like 3 in the goddamn afternoon, and there's not only no seatbelt, there's no back to your seat, there's nothing, and they both look really comfortable in their chairs, like leaning back and like. And you notice that
Hey,
also.
Waffle Butt, how you doing back there?
Take a card, Jeff. Waffle butt. Oh, that's great.
Revenge will be mine.
You're thinking a cushion would be a real upgrade.
So
Yeah, I was thinking if I see something we can use as a cushion, I'll get it for her. But
I'm pretty sure we're going around in circles, man.
You have seen the same building 3 or 4 times. You weren't sure if you're going through some weird glitch in the Matrix, though, so I didn't say anything about it.
Well, can I do a navigation roll to figure out where we need to be going?
Yeah, you stop the van, you look at the map, glare at the navigator, look at the map, glare at the navigator, and then you take off and drive to... You're outside of town near a Waffle House. It's 5 p.m. He's taking you to Waffle House.
Why
You're
are
not
we
sure
going
why.
to Waffle House?
You guys have to help her out of the van because both of her legs have fallen asleep at this point.
I hate you guys.
You're not
Gas
sure.
station around here?
Well, you got a Waffle House right here. You're in the parking lot of it, wondering how you got here. Apparently, you've never actually gone anywhere before. You just make maps of far off, distant places and dream a little dream.
Yeah, but I'm looking for a gas station because they might sell us a map.
Oh, you've got plenty of maps. That's not the problem. The problem is that you are completely incompetent using them. You've even got a hand-drawn map that you yourself made and put a little bit of life into, and nobody is able to read it. But you go into the Waffle House, maybe there's somebody in there who'll give you directions. Looks like there's a lot of truckers and stuff, and it's weird because the Waffle House has a lot of people with my build in there, but they like to have the tables and shit so that they're fixed. So you have to squeeze your gut in between the chair and the table, and so you got like an overgut and an undergut. Above the table, under the table.
well, that's how you can tell the regulars that they have a crease across their gut that's permanent.
Take a card. I hadn't thought of it like that, but yes, that does make sense. A new belt line.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to a Waffle House, Yana?
No,
You would
but I
like the
had
Waffle
some
House. Did you go to a buffet?
Yeah,
Did you see a
I
lot of
do.
fat people cruising around and eating incessantly? I'd have taken her
A
down.
lot of
to the
Waffle
country.
Houses are closed now.
Really? Oh, COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. They were closing beforehand. The only one that I knew of that was still open around anywhere near here is closed, and it's been closed for several years now.
Depressing. All right.
Mhm.
Fortunately, it's my world. They're all still open. So, anyway, you guys go in and get some waffles and shit, and you're eating, and Yana's like sitting there trying to fucking work her ass back into some humanish shape instead of like something that belongs on a griddle.
I will revenge. I will have my revenge one day.
Well, just be sure you take it out in kind.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll ride on the. It's my turn to ride on the milk cart now.
It is, really.
Mhm.
How did it happen so suddenly? Then suddenly it's your turn.
Well, I figured he was on it for about 3 hours. You've been on it for about 3 hours. I guess it's my turn.
Ain't nothing but fair.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who might have a chance of navigating anywhere, Mr. Wallace. Because the other two, I could have an adventure where it's like you have to get to here, and then just don't prepare that. Prepare everything in the lands around it, and just watch them hit all that shit.
So far, the most difficulty we have is to getting into places.
Oh yeah, you're probably never going to see your hotel room again, for example.
Okay, let's eat this delicious meal and go try to get where we are going.
Yeah.
No problem. Mark off $15 more of party funds there, Jeff, as you guys chug down some of the artery-stopping happiness that Waffle House provides. You can feel yourself slowly dying from eating this, but it's pretty tasty. Afterward, Jeff, are you going to do the navigation roll? Because I know he doesn't need to drive. Yep. She's sitting in the passenger seat. So
I'm also going to scavenge some, look around, see if I can find something I can scavenge, make a little bit of padding on the milk crate.
Give me a luck roll lower is better to see if there's anything that will ever help you ever again.
Waffles.
Yeah. Pretty much the best you can do is to coil up a rope, which will give you a different pattern on your ass.
Waffles to help your waffle butt.
That'd be pretty fucked up if you just bought a shitload of waffles with no syrup and just stacked them on there and went, yeah. They're dripping through the fucking holes in the fucking crate. Anyway, so Mr. Walls, this is your big chance. This is your big vital roll to see if you can actually get to the club. Oh my God, he takes you there.
Wow.
It gets worse though, because you guys are pulling up outside of the other side, and as you pull up and you're doing the dramatic like stop near the club so you can get a look at it. You know those town cars, like the big Lincoln town car thing, pulls up next to you, and a window in the back goes down.
Oh no, it's the guys.
And you see this guy. Hold on a second. Look out of the window. There you go. That guy looks out of the window at you.
Yeah, put the pictures back up.
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong page. God damn it. Okay, let's try it again. This guy.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Looks at you guys from his vehicle, and he goes, "Why don't you follow us to Starbucks? I'll get you a cup of coffee."
Let's just follow him.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Here's your navigation. My suggestion for navigations: follow that guy.
No problem.
That should be pretty easy.
All right, super. They make their driver makes it super easy. Like if the light looks like it may go to yellow, he slows down.
Be careful with this guy. He's into some magic shit.
Okay.
No problem. And yeah, you guys all cut to. You guys are hanging out at Starbucks. He gets a bunch of just as close to standard black coffee as they have. Actually, he has one of his 3 goons get it. One goon standing outside near the car, just hanging out near your car. Not his car, your car. One of the goons is getting coffee. The other one's just kind of hanging out at a nearby table. And everybody give me spot hidden rolls. You're a full. However, it is lower is better as well. So, Mr. Wallace, the guy who's hanging out at a different table, definitely armed. P, nobody is armed. Maybe not even you. You begin to contemplate, did I remember to wear my pistol? And you're wanting to fucking feel it to reassure yourself, but you know that that's a really horrible idea. But you're not sure. And
I do not reach for my firearm.
Good. Yana, you're thinking that everybody is packing except the black guy.
Yeah.
This is my pistol. This is my gun. One is for fighting. One is for fun.
He says, do you have any special names you'd like me to call you? You can
I'm
call
Agent P.
What?
I'm Agent P.
Agent P. Let's leave off the agent part for now.
You just call me Bob.
Bob is fine. And you?
I'm so glad I'm finally meeting you face to face.
We've had dealings in the past, he asked with a raised eyebrow.
I just heard about you.
The other eyebrow joins the one that's already up. I see. Empathy rolls from everybody. Lower is better. As far as you can tell, he seems pleased that his fame has, transcended him. Jeff, you're thinking he now seems wary. Yana, you're thinking you've now been put on the kidnap, interrogate, dispose list.
Great. That's what I always wanted.
Yes, and you're there, and in record time. He says, so you seem to be checking out a club.
You seem to be checking out us.
He just smiles.
Yes, we were checking out we're checking out a couple clubs, as I'm sure you have surmised. How may I refer to you, sir?
You may call me Saul.
Better call Saul. All right.
Yana, he may be on the same list now.
I think so. We will all get there in this conversation, but I was the fastest.
That's true. He says, we're interested in Tanya. I'm not sure what your interest is, but I've heard that you were looking into her. She's stolen some tech from a major government contractor, and they want it back. My employers are willing to pay to get her alive and unharmed and gagged. Definitely gagged. He pulls out a small paper bag and sets it in the middle of the table and doesn't say a word about it, but he says, how much money would you require to do that sort of thing?
You what?
He looks at you like, give me empathy rolls, everybody, as he looks at him. Come on, Pete, give me another fucking fumble. Everybody thinks he now looks disappointed. He thought you were fucking on it because you started saying a lot of smart shit, and he's like, yes. And then he's like, I was wrong.
We have a tight schedule, but we might be able to fit something like that in.
My question remains unanswered. He hasn't touched his coffee, by the way. You guys haven't touched yours either. It just sits there cooling slowly.
What do you think, guys?
I'm not interested in money.
What would you be interested in that would motivate you to get this done, he asks. I mean, we are talking about a considerable sum of money.
I don't care about money. Money is boring.
What would be exciting, he asks.
Information.
I want to know what's exciting too.
Information, you say. What sort of information are you looking for?
I'm not sure yet, but there sure will be something I will need to know at some point.
I'm not willing to do a blank check.
Seriously, a blank check for information? I don't know how that's going to go. We'll take some money. I'm interested in money.
How much money?
Mr. Wallace, how do you feel? What are your feelings on this situation?